Hi and welcome to Tabletop Gaming. My name is Charlie and today we're going to be taking a look at 10 of the best social deduction games. Now, this is a genre that I love. This is one that works really well with my gaming group. And although I recently heard on a podcast someone say that they didn't like social deduction games, which to me is baffling, we've got a list of 10 of the best for you so that you can see if it's a game style that suits you. As always, I'd love to know in the comments the ones that you play the most, or the ones that you enjoy the most, and any you'd add to this list or like playing, because I love to talk about games and it'd be great to do so. So without further ado, let's talk about the Resistance Avalon in at number 1. Now this is sort of building on the original Resistance game, but now we have a Arthurian theme. So we have Arthur, we have Mordred, we have Merlin, and it's a great bluffing style game. Battling against good and evil, trying not to give away too much of yourself that you reveal yourself to evil or evil reveals themselves to you. There's so much to unpack in this game, but it's a lovely and easy one to pick up and very good for wanting to accuse your family and friends of anything. What have you done? It's you. It's you. 2 is Secret Hitler, which is a favourite of our gaming group. Now, don't let the name put you off. It is a game where one person assumes the role of Hitler and one person assumes the role of the fascist, but around the table you don't know who that is. The liberals are going to try and work out who best it is, but also trying to score the most points by laying cards down, whilst the fascists are doing exactly the same for the fascist cards. However, it's not clear whether the cards that they're laying are based on the fact maybe they've got a whole hand of fascist cards, they're a liberal, but they can only lay a fascist card. Or are they a fascist? They've got the choice and they're laying down that card anyway. It's up to you to try and work out, and each round gets more and more tense as you get closer and closer to that goal. On a personal note, I particularly love playing this with one of my gaming groups because 2 of them have faces that cannot bluff at all. They are Gryffindors through and through. So although the opportunity arises for the Hitler player to know who their fascist is at the very beginning, there's a moment where I can look up and just go, it's you two. It's you two. And there is nothing more satisfying than being able to do that. Number 3 is One Night Ultimate Werewolf, and it's on the list for a number of reasons, but the great part of this is the player count. It's been updated over the years, which now means we have no player elimination, and everyone's going to have different rules and requirements and abilities to take on that werewolf that's roaming the village. Plus, you're only talking like 10 minutes to be able to play it, so you can play a game, play this, play a game, play this, play a game, play this. You're welcome. Number 4, A Fake Artist Goes to New York, which is more on the bluffing style. Everyone's going to be drawing something line by line, but the fake artist doesn't know what it is that the drawing is. They just need to try and get through and blag it and justify it until they can work out A, what it is, or they're found out. Nicely, although it has artist in the title, it does not rely on drawing skills, because I would be out. I'd lose. Everyone would think I was the fake artist for just messing it up, rather than the fact that I just can't draw. Fine. Next up is Coup, another one that is one of my absolute favourites. This game you're going to be given hands of cards with different characters included. However, no one else can see your hand and you're welcome to bluff as much as you want. If you're called out on your bluff, of course, you lose your cards, lose all your cards and you're out. But all the while you're collecting tokens, you're trying to stage coups on others, you're trying to assassinate them in the hope that they don't have a card that blocks that. If they do block it, have they really got that card? Do you want to risk calling them out? It's a very well balanced game, and although when you first explain it to a group, they're sort of blank faces, as soon as you get playing, this game is so much fun and so easy to pick up, and I would recommend it for any gaming table. With it, of course, there are extra expansions that up the player count, which again are quite a nice little addition too. Number 6 is Deception Murder in Hong Kong. Now, this is one of those tales where one of the detectives amongst you is actually the murderer. But who is it? You'll have a collection of vague clues given by one player, and you'll be trying to work your way through how those clues match up with what's possible, and then detect who it is who is the murderer. This game is perhaps less confrontational, which can be quite nice, but you're all going to be sort of working through a muddle of clues to work out what's going on. This game takes out some of the face-to-face accusation side, so if you're not a fan of that, this could be a good option for you, but ultimately it's a really engaging little whodunit that offers you lots of different scenarios and makes you think slightly differently to what you may have done. At number 7 is Dracula's Feast. Now this is a different style from the previous ones. You may not enjoy sort of lying or bluffing to your friends. In this case, everyone has a monster identity and they may be asked to dance. Some monsters must dance, some monsters shouldn't, and you're trying to find out who assumes which monster identity without knowing for certain up front, based on their reactions and based on what they say to you. It's a deduction game that doesn't require you to accuse someone of lying or to lie yourself. And number 8 is Chameleon. This is a big potato game that's sort of like a mixture between code names with our one-word answers and Fake Artist Goes to New York with our bluffing. There's going to be someone that doesn't know what's going on, and they're going to be trying to find out what the word is that everyone has in common, whilst also bluffing the fact that they don't know it at the same time. It's really simple, but adds a few twists to gameplay of things that you might not have seen before. And I can give you a heads up, for some reason I am rubbish at this game, but my group absolutely flies at it. So let me know in the comments how you've done with this. I love playing it. I'm just naff at it. Number 9 is 2 Rooms and a Boom. Perhaps you don't want to lie to a handful of friends. Perhaps you want to lie to a whole crowd. You've got your confidence up. You've played those games. You know how to lie. You're going to win this one. Well, your big group will participate in the search for a bomber. One team is trying to get the bomber in with the president of the other team, but you're going to be swapping hostages in order to do so. Even with a full house of players, this game doesn't drag on too much, so it should be nice and condensed for you, and a quick game to pull out and play and enjoy and bluff your way to victory. Finally, we have Spyfall 2, which is described as the best game for someone who's ever bluffed their way through an interview question. Now, this is where you're going to be having location cards, but you're not going to know what's on them. You're going to be asked lots of questions and you're going to need to respond as if confidently as if you do know what that is, because the others do too. A mixture of bluffing and sort of on-the-spot thinking, again, a little bit different from the other ones. They're all slightly different to each other in the area that they focus on, and this one is your sort of ability to think on the spot. You can mix it with the original because the gameplay is identical, however this one gives you the option for more spies and also for a bigger player count, so that's why we're recommending 2. And that's our 10 of the best social deduction games. Please let me know in the comments if you have any more, because I love this genre of games and I would love to play more, and I also love to chat about games. Pop your thoughts in the comments, let's have a conversation. Anyway, I've been Charlie with Tabletop Gaming. You can find more of Tabletop Gaming at www.tabletopgaming.co.uk for all your tabletop gaming needs. We've also, of course, uploaded more videos, so hit subscribe to see more and hit like just to tell me that you liked this video. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed, have a great day, and thanks for watching.